Okay, here's the next spinner we're going to take a look at. It's the Spinetic DNA X in copper, of course. And we have a few extras that come with this. It's got extra button, extra bearing, and a little keychain, a little DNA keychain. It's got the little DNA symbol on it. That's interesting. But the spinner itself, let's see if we can get that out of here. So we have a copper X-shaped spinner with the DNA design on it. It's got a little bit of weight to it, fairly heavy. And it seems to spin pretty well. So nothing all that terribly special about it. It's just a X-shaped spinner. I got the X one because it's the biggest, heaviest one, and it's got the copper, of course, because I like to get the copper ones. It's got a really nice button that grips really well. It's got these concentric rings in it, so it's very grippy, which I like. So that's what we're going to test out next and see how long a spin duration that gets. Okay, so the DNA X spinner by Spinetic turns out to be a pretty fun little spinner. It's really easy to use. It's one of those ones where you catch it just about every time and don't have any trouble playing with it. Very easy to use. It's got a nice design in it. Basically, two little levels carved into each of the wings. So it's a pretty standard spinner, but you know it works out really well, and the buttons are really nice. They're grippy, and yeah, fun to play with. It didn't get the greatest spin time in the world. It got an average spin time of 4 minutes and 41 seconds. Now that's with the bearing that comes in it, which is the FZ Essential SB V2 bearing, which is advertised as a quiet, smooth bearing, and this is very quiet and smooth. Probably not the longest spinning bearing in the world, though. It did come with another bearing. I tried it out for one spin and got a spin time of 5 minutes, right around there, so it didn't really help that much. I think all in all this thing has an air resistance issue. It would decelerate pretty quickly from the high speeds down to a lower speed and then go for a longer time at the lower speed. So I think that was the main issue why it didn't go really long. On appearance I gave it an 8, on feel I gave it an 8, and perceived quality an 8. Got an overall score of 7.43, which qualifies it as a very good spinner. It weighs 87 grams. And the copper version here costs $42.99 on the Spinetic website, and they have other metals that cost a few dollars more or a few dollars less. So yeah, this one worked out really well. There wasn't a lot of variability in the timing and in the spin times. A little bit, not too much. But yeah, it's a nice spinner for $42.99. That's not a bad deal. If you like these spinners with 4 wings, that's a good one to pick up.